Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Churchill Downs here on Saturday. It is September the 17th, 2016. Going to look at the stakes races 3, 8, 9, and 10, races 3, 8, 9, and 10. Before we get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for full card selections. Today's third race from Churchill is the 33rd running Locust Grove Stakes, Grade 3, purse $100,000 for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. We have a field of 6 horses running in this year's running of this race, traveling the distance of ground of a mile and 1/16th. Mile 16th. And my top selection here will go to the one horse, Chocolate. Chocolate here, going to put him into a superfecta. Going to go 1-4-5-6. 1-4-5-6, number 1 Chocolate. 8-5, Brian Hernandez, the regular pilot on this one. Last time out, ran at Ellis Park, 1 mile on August 6th in the Groupie Doll. The Grade 3 Groupie Doll. This horse finished third by 1 3/4 lengths that day. Was the favorite that day, but got a little interference in the stretch, so this horse really didn't do well after that, so, it just wasn't the best of starts. Start before it came at Churchill, a mile late, June the 18th in the Florida Distaff. This horse finished fifth, he finished fifth by 10.5 lengths that day. And this horse just didn't have the best of runs. Was near the leaders early on, but just weakened in the stretch. It just wasn't her day. And then the Dew Point Distaff at Pimlico, mile late on May the 20th. This horse won by half length. It was near the leaders that day at 7-2, and just had a very good driving finish at the end of the race. Very, very nice victory for this horse. And then the Double Dare, or Double Dollar, or whatever they want to call that race at Keeneland during the spring meet on April 22nd. So it finished third by 2 lengths. It just lacked a little bit of a closing kick. I think this horse should have a strong run here today. At Churchill, this horse is 4-2. 2 wins, 1 second. That one out of the start money, out of the winning top 3, was that Florida Liz Distaff loss in June. But this horse won the Fall Highway last year, November the 26th. So I think this horse should have a strong run here today. I think this horse is coming to this race decently. So going with this one here. So to recap my bets for race number 3 from Churchill Downs, Locust Grove Stakes. Going to go with the one horse, Chocolate. Going to do superfecta 1-4-5-6. 1-4-5-6. So now let's get on to race number 8. As we scroll down to race number 8, it's the 35th running of the Iroquois Stakes, Grade 3, purse $150,000 for 2-year-olds. Field of 8 horses traveling the distance of ground of a mile and 1/16th. If we could get the page to load again. Technology, isn't it great? A mile and 1/16th. And my top selection here will go to the 4 horse, number 4, Thirst for Life, out of Stay Thirsty here. Going to put the horse into a super. Going to go 4-7-2-5. 4-7-2-5. And number 4, Thirst for Life. Florent Giroux on this one for Mark Casse last time out. Ran at Del Mar, 6.5 furlongs in the Passes Pal on August 13th. This horse finished third by 6 lengths in a field of 4 horses. He needed a little bit more ground, I think. The mile and a 16th distance with this long stretch here at Churchill is the key for this one. I think he should really do well. Start before it came June the 4th at Churchill, 5 furlongs in main special weight for 45,000. Source won by 6.5 lengths, 10 cents a dollar. Drew off like a horse that is 10 cents to the dollar should. A very nice victory. And then Churchill Downs, 5 furlongs on May the 5th in Kentucky Juvenile Stakes. This first career start, this horse finished third by 2 lengths. It was a very nice victory. Very nice third place finish that day. And a very tough Kentucky Juvenile, So I'm going to go with this horse here. I think this horse will really do well with the 2 turns. Has done well over this course already. So to recap my bets for race number 8 from Churchill Downs, it's the 35th running of the Iroquois. Going to go with the 4 horse here. Going to do a super, 4-7-2-5. 4-7-2-5. So now let's get on to race number 9. The 9th race is the 8th running of the Open Mind Stakes. Purse $100,000 for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses traveling 6 furlongs. 6 furlongs ahead of them. Somebody asked me a few weeks ago, why do I show this diagram? It gives me a second to look down at my notes and read them very quickly. So, just keep that in mind. My top selection here will go to the 9 horse, I'm a Looker, at 5-1 Robbie Alvarado. Going to go 9-1-8-4. 9-1-8-4. Number 9, I'm a Looker, 5-1 Robbie Alvarado out of Henny Hughes. Last time out, ran a Mountaineer, 6 furlongs on August 6th in the West Virginia Secondary Stakes Breeders' Cup crap, shit, stuff, whatever they want to call that race. This horse won by 3 3/4 lengths that day. Had a little bit, was a little bit wide at the top of the stretch, but just ridden to a very nice victory. A lot of the horses that day I noticed on that program were taking a little bit wide at the quarter pole, so maybe the rail wasn't the best place to be that day. Start before came in the Roxalana Stakes at Churchill on June 25th. This horse finished second by 1.5 lengths that day. Had a bad trip that day. Was from the outside, got bumped a little bit. It got just pushed around that day. Finished second, but I think this horse could have won that day if this horse wasn't really so badly bumped with and screwed with. The winner, Athenia, and a third place finisher, Ramona's Wildcat, is running back into this one today. And then start before in the winning colors of Churchill on May the 28th. This horse won by 3/4 length at a little over 9-1 via dead heat. This horse had a bad start but closed up very, very well. I think this horse will have a good start here. 7-2 over this Churchill surface, and 5 out of the 7 have come into money. Made $98,000 on this surface. I think this horse should have a strong run. I like the price here, 5-1. Do I think you're going to get 5-1? I don't think so. I think this horse might get down to 3-1. But to recap my bets for race number 9 from Churchill Downs, going to go with the 9 horse here. Going to do a superfecta 9-1-8-4. So now let's get on to race number 10, which is the 48th running of the Pocahontas Stakes, Grade 2, purse $200,000. For fillies 2-year-olds, we have a field of 10 horses traveling the distance of ground of 1.116 miles. And my top selection here will go to the 8 horse, number 8, Ever So Clever. Gonna go 8-2-1-4, number 8, Ever So Clever, 4-1, Ricardo Santana Jr. out of Medaglia de Oro. Last time out, ran at Saratoga, 6.5 furlongs on August the 19th in the Adirondack, Grade 2 Adirondack. This horse finished 5th by 11 3/4 lengths that day. It's a little under 2-1 that day, and this horse just weakened. It just wasn't the horse's very good starts. It was far back, was a little bit wide. I don't know what the problem was that day. The added ground, I think, should be a little bit of a good point with this one today if this horse could really close. Start before that came out Church down 6 furlongs on July the 1st in the main special weight. This horse won by 7 1/4 lengths. Very, very good victory this horse had that day. Like I said, I think the key with this horse is going to be the 2 turns. She should really do well with it. How's a workout? Churchill down September the 12th workout, 4 furlongs, 49-4. So to recap my bets for race number 10 from Churchill, it's the Pocahontas Stakes. Gonna go with the 8 horse here. Gonna do a superfecta 8-2-1-4. So good luck to all and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.